Hello and welcome back to Jay's Bass Channel. And I guess you can tell that we have a fuzz pedal going on today. What we have is the PDF, which is a very unusual fuzz pedal, and it is from Stone Death Effects and Amplification. And these fine people are located somewhere in England. So if you want to order one of these, you might could get some off of Reverb or something, but their website, you have to order from England. Anyway, what this is a fuzz pedal with a parametric function. Parametric meaning that you can sweep around a frequency that you can boost or cut. And as you know, like a lot of famous fuzzes like a Big Muff have a kind of a pre-cut notch. But I find that this pedal is a lot more flexible than a Big Muff. And it won't do what a Big Muff does at all. It's got its own little thing. So what you just heard was a little bit of a mid dip, and when I noticed when I put the mid dip in there, it gives it a very heavy low end. So check this out. This is not even an extreme setting. I could cut it a little bit more. Let me bring the frequency a little differently. So what I did there was I swept it up to a higher frequency, and when I cut that higher frequency, it opened up the low end a little bit more. So let's take a check out on these controls. Obviously, you have a bypass for the pedal, and then you have a one that kicks into the distortion circuit. Here you have gain, which is basically how much fuzz you get. Height is basically how much you are boosting or cutting the frequency that you select. So we're obviously over here in the cut mode right here. Here's the frequency select, and this is the bandwidth select. So it looks like we're on, it's saying that it's a thin bandwidth, so that would be narrow, more of a notch filter. So let's check these knobs out a little bit. So we have our gain knob, turn it down, turn it up. Now there's a point in here where it sounds pretty solid and you get a lot of what I call note definition. Then it starts to really kind of fart out a little bit when you get over here. You can see the low end starts to kind of fall apart a little bit. All right, so this is in cut mode. Let's go to boost so we kind of sweep across the frequencies that we could kind of boost. Let's listen to this. Start down in the lower frequencies. Boost a little more. That's a high frequency boost, mid-range boost, and a boost down in the lows. But I don't think this pedal, strangely enough, this pedal works better when you're cutting. And I think the trick to this pedal to get the sound that people probably like from it is to find something in the mids to maybe cut. I'm usually into boosting mids, but in this case, I think this pedal shines at finding a mid-range frequency. Then cutting it. It's a little bit much. So I think the PDF excels in basically kind of a mid-dip sort of fuzz thing. You just have to be careful not to use the gain too high, because then the whole thing comes flubs all out on your low end. So you see I'm cutting a kind of a low mid right there, and I'm giving a little bit of a cut, and it gives the illusion of a really big low end. And obviously this is going to be way different when I bypass it. And like a lot of fuzzes, this thing kind of gives you a sort of a synthy sort of sound, which is always a lot of fun. And I think one thing that you always like to see in a fuzz pedal is, does it inspire you to write some maybe different riffs or bass parts or guitar parts if you're playing guitar through the thing. But I think this pedal really does that. It really, if you're looking for something different and something that gives you a lot of note definition when you use it properly, I think the trick with this thing is, you know, it's definitely got a lot of impact and kind of buzzy cut, and not just a flattened out fuzz sound. So I think it's a good pedal. I think it's obviously something very, very specific. You would definitely not, I guess the Big Muff is your most common fuzz pedal that you see on bass, and this thing sounds nothing like that, but it's a lot more flexible. There's a lot more creativity here, and you're definitely going to sound more unique and original with this pedal than almost any other fuzz that I've heard. So I'll have to say that if you're looking for something that's going to give you a real standout sound that's going to turn some heads, this PDF fuzz by Stone Deaf, it could definitely be something to look at. One thing is, I don't think you're going to see these things floating around your local stores very much, because they're not made in the States. I've never seen one in a store. Luckily, I had a friend that had one. I had watched some videos on this pedal. I became very interested in it. And if he would not have loaned me one off of his pedal board, I would not have had the opportunity to check this out. So I'm giving a thumbs up to this PDF for people that are looking for unusual fuzz pedals. So check it out, and thanks for checking out Jay's Bass Channel.